Chapter 31 to 36. This is probably the first time he gets to go all out without having to worry about the consequences. I'll be happy too if I have to suppress myself all the time and finally found an opportunity to let loose. Instead of charging at me this time, Broly fire a couple of eraser cannon. Even if it's just one of Broly basic attack, I feel that it's powerful enough to damage me. I dodge his attacks before firing my own ki blast at Broly. It hit, but after the smoke clear, Broly doesn't even seem phased. This is going to be harder than I thought. Well, if one ki blast doesn't damage him, then how about 100? I was about to attack, but Broly doesn't want to wait anymore, so he charges at me. Alright, new plan. Find out more about his fighting style, then counterattack. Since I'm trying to figure out his fighting style, I'm fighting defensively and only counter if I find an opportunity. From what I can see, Broly doesn't have a fighting style. He is mostly a brawler, using strength to overpower his opponent, but at the same time, he's a genius. He has no wasted movement and seems to put all his power in every one of his moves. I smile. The problem with this fighting style is that once you meet someone who knows martial arts and have a similar power level, they'll be able to easily control the flow of the fight. After figuring it out, I start my counterattack. Broly is physically stronger than me, so meeting him head-on will be stupid. Instead, I deflect most of Broly's moves to the side while baiting him to attack me where I want. Once Broly is caught in my pace, I start attacking more and more often, forcing Broly to defend. Soon I got Broly on the defensive. He is barely able to get an attack in at this point. I continue to hammer on him until I remember something important. You shouldn't try to corner a person completely or they'll get desperate. I focus on Broly expression. Yep, he's going to lash out. I thought as I jump back to get some distance. Just as I did so, Broly expels ki everywhere from his body in an explosive wave. I was barely able to move out of the attack zone. After the explosion dies down, I was able to see that Broly was not even phased after expelling so much ki. He rushes at me again. He seems angry at being suppressed without being able to fight back. This time, I choose to deflect his move and counterattack instead of suppressing him. For some reason, his attack keeps getting stronger and stronger every time he punches out. How is he getting stronger? Isn't it supposed to only to happen when he turned into the legendary Super Saiyan? I look closer at Broly and see that his aura is changing. His ki was green before, but now, more and more of yellow are being added to the mix. I see, it's not that his base power is increasing, it's that he's unconsciously tapping into the power of a Super Saiyan. He really is a fighting genius. I watch as the yellow aura appear more and start mixing with his green aura. He should be able to transform soon. Broly's ki explodes out, knocking me back as his hair turns yellow. Since I didn't want to get beaten into a pulp, I drop out of my SS2 and transform into God Cell. I didn't wait for Broly this time. Instead, I charge at him, not giving him any time to get used to his new power. Since I want to see how powerful Broly can be when he accesses full power, I continuously beat on Broly in an effort to get him angrier. As I continue, I notice that his regular Super Saiyan is weaker than my God Cell form. Is it because he wasn't that angry when he turned Super Saiyan, so he wasn't able to draw out his full power? I thought as I continue to beat him up. Well, it doesn't matter. Once he transforms into the legendary Super Saiyan, he'll be able to bring out his full power. As I beat Broly, he tried to use the explosive ki wave like before, but I just back up a bit, then come back and beat him again. It went on for 2 to 3 more times before I got sent flying by a force generated by the pressure of his ki alone. I stabilized myself and looked to see that Broly finally transformed into the legend that he is. A smile makes its way to my lips as I ascend into Royal God. It seems like I needed to let loose too, and Broly is giving me a chance to do just that. The battle that follows can be said to be world-breaking. Just the shockwave from a collision is strong enough to break several planets. Of course, we got the shockwave under control pretty quick. Don't want to actually blow up a planet when I'm fighting outside after all. As for Broly, he didn't do it so he won't destroy planets, but in his berserk state, it seems he unconsciously does it so he can add all the power into his move instead of having them become shockwave after he hits something. I said it many times already, but this guy is a genius. Even if Broly keeps getting stronger in his legendary form, there is only so much his body can take. While I, on the other hand, can regenerate and have unlimited energy. I was able to keep up with Broly growing power due to the Zenkai boost and my healing. At this point, I didn't think I'll be able to find someone strong enough to give me a Zenkai. In the end, I tire Broly out and punch him unconscious. While I could have finished the fight right after Broly transforms into a legendary Super Saiyan, I didn't as I wanted to enjoy the fight. After the fight, God's Arena doesn't look any different. There is not even a scratch on the ground. It seems Rai really did make this place an arena for gods. I wonder how powerful I will need to be able to break the ground here. I pick up Broly's body and head toward the door. I can see Cheelia, Limo, and even Pargus look worried when they see Broly's body. Don't worry, he's just exhausted and needed a rest. He'll be fine, other than being sore tomorrow. I told them. Cheelia and Limo sign in relief while Pargus calmed down. I wonder if Pargus is worried about Broly or is worried that his chance at revenge might be gone. I thought as I lead everyone out of God's Arena and turn it back into a capsule. When we reach Cheelia and Limo's ship, I put Broly on one of the beds. Cheelia and Limo stay behind in the ship to look after Broly while Pargus stay outside. I went out to talk to Pargus. He seems awfully calm even after I beat Broly. So, do you still want to know what happens to Planet Vegeta? I thought you say we need to win for you to tell us the information. Pargus. But I didn't say I won't tell you if you lose. There is something you want, isn't there? Pargus. Yes, it's rather simple really. I notice how you treat Broly before I came here, even then he still didn't hate you and treat you as someone important to him. So, in return for telling you, I want you to let Broly do what he wants in the future. Pargus frowned, and if I don't? I smile, sending a chill down Pargus' spine. Let's just say accidents can happen. I don't really have a choice in this, do I? Pargus. No you don't. Fine. Pargus. He's probably thinking about using Broly for his revenge, then leaving later, so I don't go after him. Well, it's not like he can succeed with King Vegeta dead and Prince Vegeta having the backing of the Z Fighters. HM. A few years after King Vegeta sent you and your son to this planet, he also sends his youngest son away. Not long after he sent his son away, all Saiyans got a call from Frieza to return to Planet Vegeta. After they all return, Frieza destroys Planet Vegeta along with almost all the Saiyans on it due to a legend about the Super Saiyan being powerful enough to fight the Frost Demon. Frieza destroys the Saiyans because of a legend? Pargus. Yes, the ironic part is he later got beat by a Super Saiyan. So, you beat him? Pargus. Yes and no. He was first beaten by a Saiyan named Kakarot, or more commonly known as Goku, to his friends and family. Then after he got healed, he came to find Goku and got killed by me. What about King Vegeta? Pargus. He dies along with the planet. From the way you talk, it seems like more Saiyan that survives than just this Kakarot. Pargus. Yeah, Goku who I told you about was sent to another planet by his parent before Frieza arrives, Prince Vegeta and his little brother, along with a few other Saiyans. I know 4 die, as for the other, no one really knows. When I said that Prince Vegeta is still alive, I can see a small change in his expression. I wonder if he's still planning to go after Vegeta. I suggest you don't do after Vegeta for revenge. If you do, you risk not just yourself, but also Broly's death, with no chance to succeed. Even if Broly somehow succeeds, you won't be there to enjoy it. I told Pargus, before flying away. A few days later, I return back to the ship when they are finished and are planning to head to one of Frieza's headquarters. Hi. I said, appearing in the middle of the ship where everyone's at. Wah. Both Cheelia and Limo yell as they fall on the floor. You two should be more careful, I said as if I wasn't the cause. Wah. Was all Cheelia said before I ignore her and turn to Broly. I notice you don't have control over yourself when you transformed. You want my help? You can help me control that? Broly. Hey. Don't ignore me. Cheelia yells, but I just continue to ignore her. Yes. I don't know much about it, but at the very least I can stop you from rampaging when you transform so you can slowly gain control of it. You'll help me? Broly asked as if he doesn't believe that I'll really help. Yes, I have fun during our battle. It'll be nice to do it again when you can control yourself. So do you want my help? Broly didn't know if he should accept my help, so he looks at his father for help. Pargus nodded. Yes. Broly. After Broly agrees, I set the door to God's Arena inside Limo and Cheelia's ship. Cheelia was angry that I didn't ask their permission, but Limo held her back. Before I went into the arena with Broly to train, I told Limo that Frieza is dead, so Frieza Crops is slowly getting broken apart by the Galactic Patrol. I suggested for them to not go back, instead find a nice place to settle down. Jaelia looks like she doesn't want to listen to me, but at least Limo looks like he'll take my suggestion. During Broly training, I ask Oracle if God's Arena has a function similar to the hyperbolic time chamber where 1 day outside is 1 year inside. I got a positive reply, but messing with time cost a lot of GP. To get even the basic 2-to-1 ratio cost 100,000 GP, and the price goes up exponentially from there. Since I couldn't buy it, I just leave it alone. If I really need time, I can always just go use the hyperbolic time chamber. As for Broly's training, I train him in a combination of Namekian and North Kai's technique. For North Kai, I made Broly focus more on the control of his ki since his ki is already powerful. As to why I picked Namekian's training method, Broly's body is strong, but due to him growing up in isolation, his mind is not as strong. Even if his will is strong when it comes to protecting those close to him, he won't be able to control the legendary state with willpower alone. The Namekian technique, mostly the meditation, will help with that. First, we start with Broly Oozuru power. When he uses it, he can barely control himself, so I have him learn to control it first. After just a few days of training, Broly was able to use his Oozuru power like it was his base form. After the Oozuru, I teach him how to access his Super Saiyan power whenever he wants. The next part of the training is to help him reach Super Saiyan full power. This time, it only took a day for him to get used to the power. Next comes the harder part. Figuring out how Broly can stay conscious when he enters his legendary state. In the end, I couldn't come with any theory, so we just went with having Broly transform, and I help keep him down until he gets used to the power and wakes up by himself. I spend the rest of my GP to buy 6 Senzu Bean to help speed up the process. After 4 transformations, Broly manages to gain control of himself when he is almost exhausted. He still went out of control in the transformation after the 4th time. He'll always gain control of himself after rampaging for a while. This went on for a week before Broly can control himself when he transformed. I guess that it's hard to maintain control when he doesn't have anyone like Kale did to help him, but being the genius he is, Broly is still able to gain control through practice. It has been a little over a month now. Broly can stay conscious in his legendary state, but he still risks going out of control if his power grows too much for him to handle. Because Broly can control himself now, I destroy Broly's shock collar. Paragus couldn't come up with any good reason to put another one back on, so he just left it alone. Since it's getting close to the 2-month mark I set, I decided to head back home. Before I did though, I let Broly borrow God's Arena to train his control. Give him the goal of being able to meditate in his legendary form. I say goodbye to everyone and give Chaelia and Limo a badge with my mark on it so they can call me when they are in trouble or if Broly goes out of control. When I got back, I found out that I missed the tournament against Universe 6. That was disappointing. I wanted to meet Hit and see how powerful he timeskip is. I guess I'll just have to find out when Hit comes to kill Goku. Also, future Trunks show up before I did. Though he's unconscious right now. I appear next to everyone when they are looking after Trunks. I guess future Trunks saga is about to start. That means Goku Black will be showing up at any time now. /N, I was going to call future Trunks, but that just sound weird. I tried to use the first 2 letter, but it was even weirder, so now I'll call future Trunks by Trunks and the other kid Trunks. Should I help them deal with Zamasu? Nah, I just came back and I want to spend more time with my family. Besides, I doubt I can do anything against an immortal unless I learn how to use Hakai. I don't have any plan to become a god of destruction, so I won't be learning it anytime soon. There's also the fact that my life will be linked to a Supreme Kai if I ever become a god of destruction. On second thought, if I can make Videl the Supreme Kai, it doesn't sound so bad. Too bad I don't know much about how being a Supreme Kai work. Oh look, Goku's here and he got a Senzu Bean. Here, Goku throws the Senzu Bean. Vegeta catches the bean and feed it to Trunks. Trunks. Are you alright? Bulma asks Trunks worriedly. Trunks didn't say anything, instead he focuses on Goku and tries to attack him in anger. Goku easily catches Trunks' hand when Trunks tries to punch him. What's your problem, Trunks? Goku. Huh? Goku? I thought you die when Cell self-destruct. Trunks. Hehehe, yeah, well, this and that happened and before I knew it, I kinda come back to life. Goku. He means he got wished back to life by the Dragon Balls. I kindly explain. Trunks look over and ask, who are you? I guess you won't recognize me like. I'm Seru Ken, also known as Cell. Cell? Trunks said, surprised as he got into a fighting stance. Bulma hits Trunks on the back on the head. What are you doing, Trunks? Trunks turn and see Bulma. MOM. You're alive. Trunks hug Bulma as soon as he sees her. Huh? Bulma. What is going on, Trunks? I demand an explanation. Vegeta. Dad. Trunks said happily, I'm so glad I was able to make it to the past again. I just stay back explaining the things Videl doesn't understand to her, like Trunks being the guy from the future that came here last time to stop Earth from being destroyed. Time travel is illegal due to the possibility of creating another timeline, etc. When everyone is done talking, Goku and Trunks went outside so Goku can show Trunks their current power. To keep the fights from affecting the people who are not strong enough, I made everyone gather around me and create an android barrier. In the fight, Trunks showed that he already unlocked his SS2. When Goku goes into SS3, Trunks power up in SS2 and was able to match SS3 in power until Goku goes SSG in a split second and beat Trunks up. It seems SS2 has a full power form like SS1. I should try to achieve that. I should also try to unlock SS3. With my infinite power core, the energy drain won't be a problem to me, and if it also affects my physical body, my regeneration should be able to handle it easily. I wonder if SS3 also has a full power form. Since the fight is done, it's just them this time, have to wait until the ship gets enough fuel to travel to Trunks' future again. Me and Videl on the other hand are going home and are picking up Dark on the way. He's at Gohan's place playing with Pan. The next day, I woke up and feel Goku's ki disappear. He must be meeting with Zeno and get the button to summon Zeno. A while later, Goku returns only to disappear again with Vegeta and Trunks. I guess they are going to the future this time. It wasn't long until they return. I can feel Vegeta ki weaken. Then he got heal again and is heading toward the lookout. He must be going to the hyperbolic time chamber. I wonder. Hey, Videl. I'll be going out for a bit. Going out? Where are you headed? Videl. The lookout. I'll be back tomorrow around this time, or a little later if something happens. Are you going to do something dangerous? Videl. Dangerous for me, no. Dangerous for others maybe. I said smiling. Sigh, go ahead. Videl. With Videl confirmation, I teleport to the lookout just in time to see Vegeta arrive. Wow, you look like you just got beat up good, Vegeta, I said sarcastically. Vegeta answer with a glare. What do you want? I'm in a hurry. Vegeta. You are going to be using the hyperbolic time chamber, right? Mind if I join? Having a training partner is better than training alone after all. Vegeta thinks for a while. Do whatever you want. Don't complain when you get your ass handed to you. I follow Vegeta into the time chamber. I'm going to use this training to get SS2 full power and unlock SS3. If I'm lucky, also unlock Royal God too. It has almost been a year since I've been in the time chamber with Vegeta. I missed Videl, and being with someone like Vegeta makes me miss her more. Not that Vegeta is bad or anything, it's just that I don't think many people will be able to stand his personality. On the training side of thing, I haven't been able to unlock Royal God 2 yet. It's harder than I thought. On the bright side, I managed to achieve everything else I wanted. I was even able to unlock the full power version of Royal God, making my power skyrocket. To keep my full power secret from Vegeta and not break his pride any more than it already is, I have Oracle convert my God Ki into GEP whenever I transformed into Royal God. I of course still kept my power above Vegeta. This is his training after all, not mine. Thanks to Vegeta abusing my healing magic when he figures out that I can heal people. Vegeta is now able to stay in SSB full power. All the power still damages his body, but he is able to keep that form for at least a day if he doesn't fight. If he trains some more, he'll be able to stay in SSB full power without hurting himself, but we don't have that much time left as it's time to get out of the time chamber. As soon as we got out, Vegeta flies off toward Capsule Corporation. I stay at the lookout for a bath and a change of clothes before teleporting back to Videl. I'm not leaving her until the Tournament of Power start, or if the copy Vegeta thing happens. I want to get a picture of Vegeta sucking on a pacifier. Good news, Zamasu still got defeated. Bad news, the future still got destroyed by Zeno. I don't have a way to change the outcome even if I went with them, so I guess this is the best outcome they can have. Trunks decide to go back to the future where Zamasu hasn't appeared yet and helped out that version of himself. He plans to save the Supreme Kai so Beerus doesn't die and tell him what happened. That way they can get rid of Zamasu before he starts his Zero Mortal plan. Now, it's been a few months since Trunks came back. I managed to finally unlock Royal God 2 and Videl gives birth to 2 healthy baby girls. That's right, I got a pair of twins. Unlike Dark, they have a normal PL between 1000 to 2000. The older one of the twin named Saru Sakura has pink eyes like me while the younger twin named Saru Azura has blue eyes like Videl. As for their look, they both have Videl's look and barely any feature from me. I guess that should be counted as a good thing since they are both girls. Bulma is also about to give birth any day now, so the tournament should start soon. And Goku's ki is gone. I guess it'll really start soon. I also found out that this world follows the manga more than the anime. Hit didn't show up, neither did Copy Vegeta. I was looking forward to a picture of Vegeta with a pacifier too. Hey Videl, Bulma's is going to give birth soon, wanna go visit? I give an excuse to be there before Goku comes back. If it follows the manga more, then Goku won't be coming back to get people for the exhibition match. Sure, let me get the twins ready. Videl. A few minutes later, we appear on the balcony of Capsule Corp where Bulma and Vegeta are at. Teleportation is really handy. Videl? Ken? What are you doing here? Bulma. We come to see how you and the baby are doing. Videl answer. Bulma invites us inside, but I and Vegeta just stay outside. You know, she's not going to let you name the baby, right? I told Vegeta. Humph. I'll make her let me if I have to. Vegeta. Sure, you go ahead and try. What are you going to name the baby anyway? We continue to come up with a baby name while I wait for Goku, Beerus, and Whis to come. Even if I got used to hanging out with Vegeta due to the time chamber, it's still weird talking about naming a baby with him. I hope Goku'll get here soon. A few hours later when we run out of topic to talk about and things were getting a little awkward, Goku appear with Whis and Beerus. Bulma and Videl saw their arrival and come out of the house. Goku explained to us about the Tournament of Power and how the loser universe will get erased. He asks us to join, I agree while Vegeta says no as the baby will be born soon. Whis solved that problem by getting the baby out without all the problems of giving birth. Without anything to hold him back, Vegeta joins too. So with the people from the last tournament Goku, Vegeta, Bu, and Piccolo along with Ken. We have 5 people, now we just need 5 more. Whis. Oh, I know someone really strong that can help. He can probably beat up Goku and Vegeta even if they fight together. Really? There is someone that strong? I'm getting excited to meet him. Goku said excitedly. How come we haven't heard of him before? Vegeta. I met him during the time the tournament against Universe 6 took place. I wasn't here because I was fighting and training with him. That's great. With him, we'll have 6 people. Do you know where he is? Whis. Yeah, why don't you guys pick the rest while I go get him, I said as I locked onto my teleportation seal on God's Arena. With a thought, I disappear from Earth and appear on a ship. I didn't see anyone on the ship, so I try to scan around to find them. That's when I notice that the ship is in space. I guess they are in God's Arena then. I thought as I make my way toward the door. Going inside, I can see Broly off in the distance training. Chaelia, Limo, and Paragus are by the door waiting. Hey guys! I said, making them jump in surprise. I guess they weren't paying attention, cause everyone on the ship is here. Ken? Limo. Yeah, it's me. What's everyone doing here and how come you are in space? We are just waiting for Broly to finish training. It's boring sitting around in a ship all day. Chaelia answer. As for why we are out in space, we went back to Frisia Force and found it in chaos. Later we learn that Frisia is really dead and been going from planet to planet trying to find a place to settle down. Limo answer this time. It's been more than half a year already and you haven't found a place to stay yet? Yeah, whenever we found one either Chaelia or Paragus doesn't like it so we have to move. Limo. Hey! Why are you blaming me? Chaelia. I ignore her. So how about you come to live on my planet? It's a nice place. Really? How good is it? Limo says with stars in his eyes. Guess he been in space for longer than he liked. You'll just have to find out later. For now, I have some business with Broly. Oh yeah, I was wondering why you were here, Chaelia said as I ignore her again. While it's fun watching her get angry, I wasn't doing it on purpose this time as I was making my way toward Broly already. I can hear, hey! Don't ignore me, from behind me as I walk. When I get close enough, I yell Broly, to get his attention. HM? Ken, what are you doing here? Broly stops his training and makes his way to me. It seems like spending time with people other than Paragus help him a lot with his speech skill. I tell Broly about the Tournament of Power and ask if he wants to join. At first, Broly didn't want to because he didn't think he was strong enough to help out with something so important, but after I assure him that he'll one of the strongest fighter there, he agrees to join. With Broly joining, I got everyone to get out of God's arena before taking it back. I teleport everyone and the ship outside of Earth. I also told Paragus about the Science on Earth as I don't want him to create a problem with Vegeta until the tournament is over. This is the planet I'm living in. It's nice, isn't it? I told everyone as we moved toward Earth. It is, it looks better than all the other planet I've been on, Cheelia said excitedly wanting to check Earth out on the ground. It'll pass. Paragus. Paragus, Prince Vegeta is down there. I don't want you to create trouble with him. If you want to, do it after the tournament because he's also one of the participants. I warn Paragus, beside you shouldn't get too fixed up on revenge. Heaven and hell are real in case you don't know. If you keep up with it, you'll end up in hell with King Vegeta. I'm sure you wouldn't want eternal suffering just for a moment of happiness. And how do you know it's real? Paragus. Simple, I've been to the afterlife. I lie having a good relationship with gods can allow you to visit the afterlife without dying, and they might even allow you to visit the living again when you die. Everyone was taken aback when I explained about the afterlife, but before they can ask any question, the ship landed in the backyard of Capsule Corp. We're here, I told everyone as I got off the ship. Hey! I'm back. I call out to everyone as I land on the balcony with Broly and his group. Is this the guy you said is stronger than Goku and Vegeta? Another Scion? Beerus asks looking at Paragus. I guess Paragus does look more like an experienced fighter, compares to Broly. No, that'll be him, Broly. I pointed at Broly, he is what's known as the legendary Super Saiyan, or mutated Super Saiyan. It happened about every 500 years, a Saiyan is born with a mutation and the power level of 10,000. Due to this, all the traits of a Saiyan is multiplied to the extreme. Legendary Super Saiyan. Didn't we already achieve the Super Saiyan transformation long ago? Vegeta scoff. I can see Paragus is surprised at the information. Vegeta, that is just the transformation of a regular Saiyan. If Broly transforms into a Super Saiyan, he will be able to more than match you or Goku in your SSB. What? A Super Saiyan can't be that powerful. Vegeta. Legendary Super Saiyan Vegeta. All the traits of a Saiyan taken to the extreme including the transformation. Good, now we have all the participants. Beerus cuts in. Who are the rest? I ask. It'll be you, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Bu, 17, 18, Krillin, Tien Shinhan, and Broly who you brought. Whis. Master Roshi is not joining? I called Master Roshi before but he said he's getting too old to fight. He said he'll join if we can't find anyone else. Goku. What about Gohan? Gohan doesn't like fighting and he's not in the best of shape right now. Goku. So, who's going to get them? I am. I'm going to Krillin first. Goku said before he teleports away. When Goku left, Bulma called Mr. Satan to ask Bu to fight but Mr. Satan told them that Bu is asleep and won't be waking up anytime soon. Having no choice, they call Goku, told him the situation and ask him to get Gohan instead. I and Videl decide to sleep at Bulma place so we can gather together faster. The next day when I woke up everyone is already here. Everyone beside Gohan and Piccolo, they are probably still training to get Gohan back in shape. So without Bu, the fighters are now me, Broly, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, 17, 18, Krillin, Tien Shinhan. It seems Broly and his team already introduced themselves to everyone. The Z-Fighter was quite surprised that there is more Saiyan survivor. When Gohan and Piccolo arrive, I explain what I know about the LSS. Everything I told them before was just some basic information so everyone including Broly was shocked by the new information. Besides Goku, he was just excited that there are stronger opponents to fight. I also had a talk with Broly on his progress. From his description it seemed he somehow managed to achieve LSS full power. Other than that, I can feel his base power grown a lot since I last saw him. Though my base power grew even more due to the training in the time chamber. Last time I need my SS2 to fight with base Broly, but now I only need SS1 even after counting Broly's growth. Whis, contact the Grand Priest and have us teleport to the arena where we'll fight. I left a clone with 50% power behind to deal with any problem that might happen while we are away. You can never be too careful, especially with Paragus here. He might decide that the best way to take revenge is to target Vegeta's family or something. When we are at the arena, Whis told everyone that we won't be able to fly. Goku tried to and fail. I, on the other hand, summon my exoskeleton along with wings and are still able to fly. After seeing me fly, everyone asks Whis and he explains that people who are naturally born with wings can still fly. That earned me the jealousy of the other fighter. When Zeno arrived, I saw him and his future self coming toward Universe 7. At first, I thought he was coming to talk to Goku, but he stops in front of me instead. Hey, are you Ken? Zeno. Yes, that would be me. How may I help you, Zeno-sama? I said with a bow. Rai said you'll show us something fun. What's the fun thing you're going to show us? Zeno. Rai? He visited you? Ken said in surprised but soon broke out of it and replied he probably mean it'll be fun to watch us in this fight. Yeah, the fight will be fun, Zeno said happily before the Grand Priest made them go back to the throne so the tournament can start. After Zeno go back, the Grand Priest fly over the participant. Is everyone ready? If so, would the gods and angels go to the seating area? Grand Priest. After all the gods and angels left, the Grand Priest announced the rules of the tournament. It can basically be summed up as no killing, getting knocked off the stage means you lose, and when all participants from a universe lose, their universe will get erased. Is everyone ready? The Grand Priest asks again. Seeing that no one is saying no, the Grand Priest moves his hand into the air before bringing it down and announcing let the tournament of power begin. DB. With the Grand Priest announcement, the tournament finally start. As soon as it did, Goku, Vegeta, 17, 18 and I jump away from the rest to look for our own fight. Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, and Tien Shinhan stay behind to fight as a team while Broly chooses to follow after me. Since Master Roshi didn't join, it'll be up to me to take care of the sneaky fighters, and since I want Broly to get more experience fighting powerful opponents, I made him go look for fights by himself. The first people I target are from Universe 9 led by the blue, red and yellow wolf Bergamo, Basil, and Lavender. I kick Lavender before they notice me, sending Lavender flying out of the stage. Before their team can break out of their surprise, I target the person who is closest to me. He looks like a purple rock man. I knock him out of the stage too, but as I was going to target the next one, Universe 9 team broke out of their surprise state and they all charge in to attack me. Using my smoke magic, I create a cloud of smoke to cover myself before running away. I make sure that they can see me run away so I can get rid of anyone who follows me. Looking back, I can see a red skin man and the other two wolves following me. The two wolves must be angry that I knocked their teammates out. As for the red guy, he should be close with the rock man. I can see the angry look on his face even when I was running away. After running for a while, I stop at the edge of the stage. Finally given up? Bergamo the blue wolf said with anger in his voice. I would like to enjoy playing with you for knocking Lavender with that sneak attack, but we have a tournament to win. He turns to the two people that follow him. Let's finish this fast and get back to the other. The two didn't say anything and just nodded. The first to attack me is the red guy. He tried to punch me, but I easily dodge him and kick him out of the stage. Why are you people so useless? Bergamo yelled at the guy that got knocked out. Even when he said that, I can see that he is more on guard than before. He turns to his teammate, let's do this together. Basil, the red wolf agreeing nodded and they both charge at me. When they get close, they both send a flying kick at my head. If I dodge, they'll be able to land next to me and pressure me from two sides, so instead of dodging, I hold up my arms in an X guard, but instead of using my arm to block, I let their feet go past my hand as I use my arm to hold them. Due to the force from the attack, I slide all the way to the edge of the stage, almost falling off. I can see the surprise on their face when I caught their legs. It quickly changes to fear when we get close to the edge of the stage, only to turn to relief when we stop just before falling off. They turn to look at my face only to see me smiling right before I jump off the stage. It was nice hearing their scream of fear and surprise when my clone jumps off the stage. I created the clone, 80% power, when I was in the smoke. My main body stays in the smoke while those three run after my clone. A/N magic clone is 5% to 10% power, while clone can be created from anywhere between 1% to 80%. They are two different techniques in case you forgot. After getting rid of their main fighting force, I was able to easily handle the rest of the team. I was able to knock out almost all of them, but a guy with bat wings flew away while I was busy with everyone else. I don't feel like chasing him, so I went to look for other people. Everything that happens after was kind of boring. Since the other universe saw me easily beat a whole team, they always run away when I get close. Is this also one of the reasons that Fighter doesn't go all out at the beginning? Nah, they are probably just trying to conserve stamina. Good thing I don't have to worry about that. Everyone else wasn't slacking either. The first thing 17 did was kick a red guy with a ring on his head from Universe 10 out. Right now he's taking on the rest of Universe 10. He was having trouble because the Birdman learns to keep away from 17 after getting knocked out of the sky once. He almost got knocked off too but was saved by his teammate. The Birdman along with a butterfly woman was blocking 17 from finishing their teammate, so I helped 17 out by knocking them both out and throwing them off before leaving everything else to him. 18 is circled by a group of fighters from Universe 2 but she doesn't look like she needs help, so I just left her alone. If she did need help, Krillin can help her. Oh, she also knocks a fat red guy along with a big head pink alien out. I think the second alien was a yard rat. Couldn't he have teleported back? Oh well. I saw Vegeta next. He interrupted the fight between a Power Ringer looking guy from Universe 3 and the orc looking guy from Universe 4 before throwing both of them out. I didn't see Broly. I wonder what he's doing. As for Goku, the first thing he did is try to fight Jiren the Grey. Right now he's trying to fight through Jiren's team to get to him. Frost the Rip-Off the Frieza from Universe 6 is targeting Gohan's group. It was a stupid idea. The first thing he did is target Gohan. I guess this is what happens when Frieza is not here to tell him who the weakest is. Now he's in quite the pickle. And he gets knockout. I mean saved by the big yellow bear and robot from Universe 6. The Dr. Board joined the fight against Gohan's group but got easily knocked out by a tri-beam from Tien Shinhan. I see that they can handle themselves so I fly off somewhere else. Man, flying without ki is really slow. I managed to find where the Batwing guy from Universe 9 went. It seems he's targeting Universe 11 that's busy fighting Goku. That's not going to end well for him. Dispo the fastest guy on their team and up just knock him out. With him gone, Universe 9 is erased. When everyone saw that their universe is going to be erased for real if they lose, everyone starts to go all out. The real fights are going to start soon. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at https://www.patreon.com/Kaioshin. I tend to polls that decide important plot stuff in my P at Trian. Many thanks to my awesome patrons. Ben Phillips.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.